Howdy y'all, it's bright and early. It's a whole 7:52. Actually,
man,
we did have our...
It was earlier than that.
No. Actually, we had our alarm set for 6 a.m. and we laid in the bed because it was so cold this morning that Kelly actually crawled out of the bed to turn the heater on.
Yeah, it was necessary.
Kelly's making the smoothies because today is the big hike that we talked about in the last vlog, and we're still in the San Juan National Forest near Silverton, Colorado, and we're at 10,000 feet right now. So we know it's cold, and that hike's going to put us well over 10,000 feet.
So if you're wondering, I do all this weird stuff for the smoothies because I'm using my immersion blender. We do not have a regular blender. So to help out the immersion blender, it's just easier to mash this up and cut the strawberries up. I learned that real quick the first time. Now we got a little bit of almond butter. We still gotta have our coffee, especially this morning. I don't know why I'm so tired. Went to bed at 10:30. All right, I need my immersion blender. All right, first one down.
While Kelly stretches real quick, I thought I'd cast maybe 3 or 4 times. I found this beautiful hole right up over there yesterday. Sound good?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. This is such a beautiful place. The hike we're doing, by the way, is going to be between that ridge and that ridge. We're going to go up in there. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. Oh my God, that is so cold. All right, right there. That's the hole. Might be a little brook trout or something in there. Get down low so I don't scare them, if there's something in there. And I'm only gonna do a handful of casts, not a whole lot. Keep seeing them bite at it, but I'm thinking maybe it's just a little too small. I went with a smaller fly because it's such a small creek. Let's go with something just a hair larger. I learned if I get on my knees and I get a little bit closer to small holes like this, that I don't scare off the fish as much. I have a little bit better luck. No better way to start the morning than catching a trout. Oh, all right. Here we go. Go ahead. Oh. That's all I wanted, y'all. That's all I wanted. All right, let's go do that hike.
We're gonna mosey on over across the street here. Parking lot is filling up pretty quick. So we're like, gotta rush. Wait, we gotta put the supboards up. Hopefully we can find a parking spot. I think we can. Hopefully I don't smash myself in the face because Cody likes to buckle these in for whatever reason that is.
What reason?
I'm afraid I'm gonna hit myself in the face with that seatbelt.
Oh.
I could just see that because I'm accident prone.
I just want them to be protected in their little seat. Really, I don't want them to shift and fall forward and make the car alarm go off.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, we still have not ordered anything to store these bags in, really because we haven't been anywhere long enough to receive a package. So I don't know when we're gonna do that.
Hey, see if it put any more indentions in there with those towels.
So we were worried about, because they're kind of heavy, putting indentions in the leather seats. So I have these microfiber towels that I use to clean the leather, and it looks like it did the trick.
It did?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No indentions. Off we go.
Got a long drive, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, tick it or click it.
Click it or ticket. We did find a spot. Several spots left over here to park, and we're getting our backpack set up. We did get some snacks for today, along with water. We got mangoes.
I'm really excited because this has chili lime. Never done this before. Of course, our tried and true honey stingers, but then we didn't know honey stinger had bars, so we were going to try some of this action too.
Oh, my hat. Some TP.
Yeah, Kelly needs your TP.
I need it right now, I think.
You just...
I know.
Goodness gracious, Kelly.
It's the morning.
That hat, man. Where's my socks?
Oh, they're right there.
I don't function properly when I'm this crooked.
Yeah, we're on a serious lean right now. I mean, I don't know what the grade was, but I told Cody we spend about a third of our lives crooked. That might also be what's wrong with our backs.
Oh, speaking of back pain, this will be the first major hike I've gone on since my back injury, and I feel great. I have really lost my socks.
Are they in your pocket? Are they in your backpack?
They're up here. Kelly has to put up with this all the time. I lose everything that I own.
Wallets, keys, wedding ring.
I lost my wedding ring for
Socks.
3 days. Turned out
It was in the bathroom the entire time on top of a perfume bottle.
I do some weird stuff, y'all. Got the truck locked up. Now I was going to tell y'all about this trail. Like I said earlier, we're going to be hiking between these two ridges right up in there to a lake called Ice Lake. And this is Ice Lake Trailhead. The trail one way is 3.4 miles. So we're going to be doing 6.8 miles total. And we might add another mile up there depending on how we feel to go to a lake called Island Lake. We are starting out at 9,869 feet and we'll get a top elevation above sea level of 12,305 feet. And we'll ascend 2,437 feet total of elevation gain. Those locusts, are they locusts? Yeah.
They're grasshoppers.
They are so loud.
There's millions of them. And I totally did not expect it to be this hot. I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm so hot. The sun's very strong. Should have worn a tank top. Dude.
You can't tell on camera, but this is extremely steep. It's straight down. But on camera, I'm looking at it right now, it looks just like a flat little path.
Oh no, it's not.
Kelly just says she wishes she had a rope.
Yeah, like I feel like there should be a rope.
It is nice being in this tree coverage instead of that burnt area back there. Gorgeous trail. Hey, we're tired though, but it's gorgeous.
It's still been nothing but straight uphill. But it is beautiful.
This is the first level spot of land we've seen in the last 1.7 miles we've been hiking. I told you it's gonna level out.
Whew, good. Ankles are hurting. Pika. He's right there.
He is right there.
We've spotted a pika. If you don't know, we love pika. They're so cute. And Cody's trying to see if we can get up close to get a shot. I mean, he is right here somewhere. He's so loud. Okay. They like to make their little homes or nests or whatever in these rocks and boulders because they can stay cooler under there away from the sun. So cute.
One of the coolest things that I've learned about pike is they don't hibernate up here in the winter. What they're doing is they're making bundles of grass and vegetation, and they carry it and they lay it out in the sun and let it dry. Basically like what you do with hay. When you cut it down, you lay it over, and then they stack up in their little burrows, their little winter supply, so that they can continue eating through the winter since they don't hibernate. Of course, then they also make the cutest sound I've ever heard in my life. We're about to go over the tree line here in a little bit. If you don't know, there's actually a line when you're climbing up. It's an invisible line, but it is with atmospheric pressure, or maybe amount of oxygen in the air, that trees quit growing. And right up there is where it's at. And we're supposed to go somewhere up over there. Kelly's friends are back. We haven't had to deal with those in a minute. They like this open, arid area. There's so many of them that it's echoing off the walls.
Yeah, sounds like water.
To me, it sounds like an electrical line.
Or that. Peanut butter.
Kind of chalky. I don't know if I like that.
It's chalky.
It's making me thirsty. Can I just drink some water? Another pika. Oh, that's a marmot. That's not a pika.
Oh.
He's up there on that rock right there. Back to that stinger bar. I don't know if I recommend that to anybody. We tried it. It's a little chalky. I don't like chalky things like protein bars.
I give it a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10?
Because it tasted good, but it was like all powder, like the powder peanut butter, powder whey protein packed, and then cocoa chocolate on the outside.
Now those stinger just little honey waffle cone things, oh boy, I can eat those as a dessert. If you notice, the trees are getting smaller and smaller right there. We're getting to that point where we're about to pass the tree line. And this is the part, never fails because I don't spend a lot of time and altitude this high, where I start getting kind of lightheaded. But once I get up there, I'll be fine. It's just getting my heart rate up and not having enough oxygen. might be the most exhausting part.
My glutes are burning.
You see that red mountain right there? We were camping at the base of that this morning. Man, if that's what God made heaven look like, I could see that being the kingdom of heaven right there. How about you, babe?
Yeah.
Of course, heaven probably looks better than that, so I can't even fathom it.
When is it over? I'm about to get on all fours like a dog.
Don't do that, honey. We're almost there. And we just broke the 12,000 foot mark, 12,000 feet above sea level. If you want to be precise, we're 12,025 feet above sea level. This is it. Y'all, that there is the most amazing woman in the world. She'll follow me anywhere. She might not like it, but she'll do it because she loves me and she knows I like doing stupid stuff like this.
Don't ever say I didn't do it.
Oh no. You have followed me through more crazy hikes than I've ever imagined you would.
Oh, I'm just not looking forward to being down.
Look how beautiful these flowers are. It's like the sound of music up here.
We made it! Which way you want to go?
Let's go over here.
Wow, that is blue.
That doesn't even look real.
No, that's gorgeous. I gotta touch it. Holy cow. Yeah, there's some minerals in there, that's for sure. Oh, dude, that's gorgeous.
Actually kind of hurts now. My whole body is in pain from that hike.
I'm exhausted. We've got to go find somewhere to exist for the night. We're not going to go back to the campground because we don't want to pay $34 again. So we're going to see if we can find some primitive camping on the way. We might end up all the way back in Durango. We're just going to see what we can find. Well, lucky us, we didn't have to drive very far at all. We didn't even have to try that hard. We passed Silverton, came up the highway a little bit, and there's 2 forest roads that pull off at numbered camp spots. So it's kind of like in Idaho, you don't pay to camp here, but they're designated. There's certain numbers. I'll show you, like on this one that we pulled into, it just has a post with a number on it. And so it'll let you know in certain areas if you can't camp or not. I mean, you can kind of hear the highway, but I feel like it should calm down later.
And what blows my mind is this is not National Forest. This is actually Bureau of Land Management, BLM land. I have not ever seen BLM land up in mountains with trees. It's usually the deserts.
Weird. But we're gonna settle in. I'm gonna take a shower and then we'll cook some dinner. Tonight for dinner, I'm going to cook salmon hibachi. Of course, it's not going to be in a hibachi. That's what we're going to call it. So first thing we got to do is make some rice. So we're just going to follow package directions on the rice. And I'm going to peel some carrots. After I have my carrots chopped up, I have some broccoli that I'm going to cut in small little pieces. I'm also going to go ahead and get this skillet going because we're going to saute our vegetables in that skillet. Our water's boiling. We're going to pour in our rice. We're going to go ahead and saute the vegetables. We have our broccoli and some carrots. You can use whatever vegetable you want. I know that's not traditional hibachi vegetables, but that's just what I made it with, and it tastes really good. I did put butter in the pan. I'm going to do some salt and pepper. So I'm going to first turn on my burner here. This will be for the salmon. And I'm going to season just with salt and pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil. The vegetables are done, so I'm going to take those and we're going to transfer these to a plate while we cook the egg. So, of course, in hibachi we have egg. 2 eggs. Throw some butter in that pan. Whisk our eggs. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put our salmon on because I think that skillet's ready. Egg going in. Of course, salt and pepper. So I'm going to add the rice in here. Vegetables, which I might be in over my head here.
There's a lot of...
But the fried rice is my favorite.
You know, we'll eat it all, but I don't know if we're going to be able to put a lid on that. Are you putting a lid on that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, to keep it warm. I don't know if I'll be able to toss it all.
Or you fold it.
I am. Fold it in. What does that mean? I don't know, David. It just says to fold it. We got our Worcestershire soy sauce and more butter. Alright, so I'm just gonna let this all meld together. Hopefully I have room here to toss everything. It looks like I do. We're still waiting on the salmon.
It is kind of going up above it just a hair.
Salmon is almost done. So we're just doing the final touches, which is the sauce that will go on the salmon. Honey and soy sauce. salmon's done. I like to remove the skin. Now my burner is off, but the skillet is still pretty hot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little mixture here and we're gonna go ahead and pour it on here. All right, now we can put it on plate. This rice is so good. And y'all are probably wondering, you're like, wow, this is really gonna stick to the skillet. Actually, I thought the same thing, but turns out it cleans up really easy.
This whole time, Kelly's been sneaking bites of the rice.
Mm-hmm.
So she already knows what it tastes like.
Mm.
Is it good?
Salmon's good.
Shut the front door.
Oh, we were totally exhausted, but that trail was well worth that blue lake. I could not believe how blue it was.
Whenever I was looking at Google Maps, I seen the lake and I could not bring myself to believe a lake could be that blue. So I told her we have to hike to it just to see if it's really that blue. And that's the only reason we made the hike. It was amazing. I strongly suggest it. Forewarning, it's not easy. It was exhausting. After this, we're going to crawl up in that beautiful bed up there, get some shut-eye, and we'll catch you on the other.
See ya.